Before we get started, I want to quickly let you know that we are doing a massive crypto giveaway that is exclusive only to our YouTube subscribers. So one of you will have the opportunity to win over £10,000 worth of prizes. We're giving away a 13-inch MacBook Pro, a Ledger X for you to store your cryptos. We're also putting £1,000 worth of Bitcoin direct into your trading account and giving away a lifetime membership to our online training program, yourcryptoclub.com, which is a comprehensive and easy to follow online course and support, which has all of our proven money-making strategies. And lastly, an opportunity to attend our live virtual crypto mastery workshop, where you'll learn how to invest your money safely and securely with our low risk and highly profitable strategies. All you have to do to enter is hit the subscribe button and you'll automatically be entered into this giveaway. All the terms and conditions are in the description box below. We wish you the best of luck. Go ahead and subscribe now. And without any further ado, let's get started with today's video. Welcome to the Trades of the Week, where myself, Marcus de Maria, and my head trader, Dennis Sahlström, take you through what we are looking at ourselves, where we've been buying, where we are exiting in stocks and also in cryptos, using several strategies, including the CCA, the Buffalo, and the VCA. And I'll tell you what, we've got some amazing ones for you. So for example, the reasons why Bitcoin and the other cryptos went down so much, but more importantly, why it is going to continue going up. So I hope you bought on those dips. We're going to discover that. And to give you a hint, it's got to do with JPMorgan. But that's not all. There's so much news out there. We got 3 cracking cryptos for you as well. We've got some great VCAs and some Buffaloes, making sure we're going long and short. So, Dennis, let's get started. All right, Dennis, so let's have a look to see what happened since last week. Very excited.
Very excited. We entered SRG as an upward trending Buffalo.
All right, we had a good risk-reward ratio there. Let's have a look. What happened?
And it's flown higher a little bit.
All right, well, we're up a little bit on that one there. Okay, well, that's good upward momentum. Let's see what happens there. All right, next.
Yeah, next up is NBN. So NBN. Northeast BK Lewiston. Lewiston, yeah, something like that.
Very tight range, very interesting. All right,
yeah,
3 to 1.
Yeah, but I liked it. I had a good, nice hammer here. Looked interesting.
You're saying that because you know what happened.
Way, yeah, exactly.
I mean, right, okay.
Yeah.
So therefore, it went up to almost a 3 to 1, almost, and has come back down a little bit now, and looks like a 1-on-1. I, however, think, it's interesting because of this here. It's very, very possible, right? That's some kind of a resistance, if you like, that it might come all the way back down. So what are you going to do? Are you going to raise your stop loss here?
Yeah, raise it to break even.
Okay, so the break even means that it's going to go to the entry point, wherever we got in, which now means we cannot make a loss.
Yeah, so around $28. Yeah, around $28. That looks interesting, so well done if you're getting into that. And then we have cone.
Yes.
Yeah, we love cone, especially if it's ice cream included in that cone.
Yes, indeed. We're feeling very summery.
Yeah, but like I said, I wanted to have a red candle here. It looked a bit, positive, and it actually did break higher as well. So I'm canceling this order.
So we didn't get in there because remember, we always allow the price to get us in with a stop order to enter, and therefore it didn't go below this candle here. And it just carried straight up. So therefore, no trade there at all.
Now, do we have there? I zoomed in a bit.
Did you? Yeah, you caught me unaware there. That was tricky.
So no, that was it. Well, okay, so we're sneaky. Sneaky. Yeah, we're still in Spotify, right? And I mean, they're just kind of moving like this, right? So it's just hovering about.
Yeah, so we're a little bit in profit on Spotify, Shopify.
Yeah, Electronic Arts as well. Slightly in profit on those, and also Booz Allen, Marcus' favorite company, which we will go back into and look at next week. So stay tuned.
All right, very good.
But we have some new ones.
Yes, we do, because what's happening in the market, it's that time of the year again. Yes, it happens 4 times a year. Can you guess what it is? Can you guess? It is earnings season. That's right.
Christmas.
Yeah. Not Christmas.
Is this time of year?
4 times a year.
Earnings, what could be?
Only in Sweden, obviously, because here's is once a year. So what we are looking at is, all the, in the next few days, all the tech stocks are coming up, like Tesla, iRobot. What's iRobot?
It's a film. It's a good.
Right?
Yeah, so
it's a film.
they're gonna send that on TV, so make sure you watch that. But more importantly, Apple is also having one.
You have either slept or you haven't slept. I don't know which one it is.
Both.
Yeah, okay. I don't know whether that's fun or annoying. I don't know. Right, so we expect it to be positive. Dennis expects it to be very positive. Why do you say that, Dennis?
Well, many reasons, I think. And I expect the markets to be positive moving forward. We had a dip in the market, which we have discussed. We got into some VCAs, which we have taken profits on, among others. We're going to speak about that. We're up 15% on Apple as we speak. But the thing is, right, that the markets are creating higher lows and higher highs, and we are looking at a breakout on NASDAQ. And what we've been seeing throughout, well, after the pandemic, is that the tech sector has been leading the market. And we had some really good days the last couple of days, and they are breaking higher. So, well, for the technical standpoint, I think it's going to break higher. But I think the earnings will be very important. If they are positive, that they are performing well. But I say that because we're getting out of lockdown, people are getting stimulus packages, and they're spending money, maybe buying new iPhones. So I think the earnings will be good.
I haven't had any stimulus package. Where's my stimulus package?
Why are you asking me? Do I look like I can print money? Well, maybe
maybe, yeah.
But I think there is one thing we need to highlight here, and that's actually that I finally got an iPad as well. So now it's smaller than Marcus, but we're getting there. I mean, it's a start.
Let's just make sure. Yeah. All right.
Well,
all right,
I'm not the one who's compensating here. It's good. Okay, but we have some new ones as well. So we do think the market's going to be positive over the next couple of days and weeks. Well, till next week when we speak again.
Okie dokie. So let's have a look. ANNX. We have a sideways moving out. Look at that. What a beautiful buffalo. Boing, 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 boing. You know. And now we're hoping that with a stop order above this recent high, that it's going to go up. We've got a risk-reward ratio, which looks a really 1, 2, 3, looks like 3.5 to 1 there. That looks really good.
Yeah, and for those of you a bit more advanced here as well, we do teach in the clubs how you use indicators such as MACD, stochastics, MFI. Some of you, that's another language, but those, if you have a look, they look very positive. It looks to be turning, looks to be going higher. So I think this is going to be a good one.
And what's interesting there is that most people, we generally do though use the price as the ultimate indicator, price action. But there are most indicators are lagging indicators based on price and or volume. But here, the MFI, for example, that is actually a forward-looking indicator. So that's quite interesting. All right, let's have a look then. What else do we have?
Another one we have is Netflix, actually.
Netflix.
So Netflix just had earnings, and they kind of shared, how it's going for them. And actually, they're performing really well.
But look at the gaps here. Yeah. This is a really gappy one. A gap, of course, you can see a gap here, a gap up here, a gap down here. Means that overnight, when the market is closed for us, the retail, it's actually open. A lot of people don't know that, is open for the institutions to trade. And so what they did here is they sold off based on something, because even though the earnings might have been very positive, somebody said something during that announcement. When they say something along the lines of, we did really well next quarter, however, right? I don't know because I wasn't there, but they'll say something like, however, we see some turbulence in the future. Sell, right?
Yeah.
So that's probably what
people
happened.
Might be watching less Netflix. We will see. But what I do like about this, and history do tend to repeat itself, maybe not exactly, but we see that every time it's been a gap, it's been covered quite fast afterwards. So I do think we will have this gap covered as well. So this could be a good one, but we're only risking 1%.
Normally it happens very quickly. I mean, this one or this one kind of covered it, here. It's not these ones that covered it. It actually tends to happen within a few trading days, generally speaking. All right, can you see this one here, like that? And then it comes down here, and then it covers it here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
All right, so that's very interesting. All right. So we're going to look at this one. What else do we have?
So now we're in a lot of long ones, obviously, because the market is going higher. The short ones have not gotten us in, but we do have another one here, which is Salesforce. We have been in this before. For those of you who remember, and you can watch back, we went in over here, rode it all the way down, moved the stop loss down, took a very nice profit, and now it's back again. So we've been waiting patiently. So the question now is, of course, well, should we place an order on this? And we never know, but it looks like it's gonna break higher. I am a little bit cautious here. I don't know if you see this consolidation area where it moves sideways for a few days. I would like it to break below that to tell me that now I want to go lower.
Right, the problem is though, if you do that, then what you're gonna have here is you're gonna have the risk of 1 then you're going to have 1, 2. You're
Yeah.
not going to have that. That's the only challenge.
Exactly. So the second best option here is to wait for a red nice candle. Could be something like that happened before over here. You get some reversal candles, and then we could get in on those. But currently, it looks like it's breaking higher.
All right. Now, we don't know what's going to happen. Remember, we only trade what we see. We don't try and guess things. Okay?
You don't know what's going to happen?
I don't know what's going
I've been here so long, and I thought, okay.
to happen. Fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, but that's it for the stock update for this week, and we'll see what happens.
All right. Okay, Dennis, so very exciting what's happened in the crypto market. We had a massive drop last week when people were like, it's crashed. It's like, it was just another Monday in the crypto world.
Yeah, it's normal. So funny. And we looked at stocks before, it's like, doot.
Yeah, exactly. All right, let's have a look at that.
But let's look at Bitcoin, yeah. So it went all the way from 65,000 all the way down to 47,000 in a matter of days. So that's quite a big drop. We can look at that quickly.
Well, that's amazing. That allows us to actually get in. People are always like, but Mark, as it keeps going up, I can't get an entry point. There's an entry point. There's an entry point. There was an entry point. There was an entry point. There's entry points all over the place if you're just willing to be a little bit patient. And in cryptos, we're talking about days, not weeks.
Yeah, exactly. But exactly. But I do think that people struggle with, well, why do I enter higher? Why don't I just enter now? But the problem is, of course, it's so obvious afterwards. But when we're in it, you never know when the bear market's going to start. So we always need to follow the strategies. So one other one we looked at last week, we looked at a lot of other ones, but this is Voyager, for example. And last week we looked at it here. And after that, so from last Monday, it fell another 43%.
Can you imagine that? Another 43% from this point here when it had already fallen over 50%. I mean, that is amazing. And I would say this, Voyager, do your own research. We said last week that the CEO of Voyager is somebody with so much experience. Remember, we said, I think he was the CEO of E-Trade and he's bringing all of that experience to bear. And look at this as an entry point for you. But do your own research, because when you believe in these coins and you keep getting in as they come down, according to our CCA strategy, you build a really nice position. And now that has started to go up quite well. And that's gone up quite well, hasn't it? If you think about it, from 2 till around 4, that's 100% gain. Yeah. See, that's the thing. That's the maths. If something falls by 50%, don't forget that just to get back to where it was, you've made 100%. That's what I love about trading and investing.
But you make sure you look 20 minutes a day, right, on a daily basis, so you don't forget to add to your positions.
Don't just look, so use us as a springboard, okay? And then, if it continues falling according to the strategies, make sure that you, in the meantime, get in. Because otherwise, look, we're here, 1 week later, we're back here, right? But what about here? What about here? What about here? See, that's what we're doing, of course, when we are not sharing this information with you. Okay? All right.
So and next we have cake. So pancake.
Yes. Hey. We were up 100% and we milked that cow. Moo.
Moo. And then now we get the opportunity again to milk the cow because we're up 200% now. So this didn't fall. This just went up instead.
Let me tell you something about Pancake. Pancake is amazing. They are building an ecosystem. It really. Do you know that they actually have more volume going through than almost all the applications on Ethereum?
That's incredible.
They have huge volume.
Yeah, and it's called Pancake. It's ridiculous in a way, but it's good. Yeah, I do wonder how they come up with the name. Yeah, but it's exciting, right? So you need to be on the forefront here because this is a brand new project. Basically, it's a DeFi. It's launched this year, so in order for you to really take advantage of the blockchain space, you need to know what's happening, which is why it's so important you keep coming to these.
And you need to know little nuggets like Pancake is on Binance. Now, when something's on Binance, because it's the largest exchange, like a vortex that basically just sucks all the volume and all the interest in. So anything that's on Binance has much more of a chance because there's so many people looking at it, therefore buying it.
But the trick is to get into it when it's on KuCoin before it lists on Binance, for example. That's the trick because that's the really big upside there. Because when they launch, it just gives such massive push in the market.
It's true that KuCoin have a lot of projects that Binance don't that are at a much smaller market cap. So yeah, that's a good strategy as well. There are so many ways of making money, people.
Yeah, and then we have 3 new ones. So we have some new things happening in the market as well.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, absolutely. But what is it that caused, people asking, well, what caused this big sell-off? Well, several things, but one of them was, of course, and I think we reported on this, or maybe we didn't, is that the president, Biden, he wanted to hike taxes. He wanted to double them to 38%. That was not very welcome in the market. And I'm sure there were some other reasons as well. Okay. Let's have a look at the new ones.
So and the reason the markets have been going up now is that JPMorgan actually announced that they're going to launch a Bitcoin ETF or a crypto ETF for their rich clients.
Can you believe that? JPMorgan.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, Morgan Stanley, they actually announced something similar, that they were going to they're going to allow, isn't that amazing? Isn't that nice of them? Their clients that had over 25 million to invest in order to get in. And then obviously Goldman Sachs reported that they were reopening their crypto trading desk, and now JP Morgan, the same people who were really attacking Bitcoin back in 2017 and 18. Total U-turn.
Yeah, and I think also that one thing here, together with that, we also have the Coinbase Pro, and Coinbase now have launched, well, not launched, but they have added USDT, which is Tether. The big Tether is owned by Bitfinex. It's been under investigation for everything, I think. But for Coinbase to launch them is amazing, because Coinbase is actually listed on the stock exchange. So for them to list it must prove that actually USDT might be, doing well now.
Oh, so are we going to be looking at Coinbase in a moment when it comes to the VCA
section?
section?
We are.
I hope you got it.
I thought you were going to say, we're going to buy USDT.
No.
Would have been
USDT, remember, are you thinking about buying USDT? You can do, but it's not an investment. You just park your money there. Once you've sold for a profit something else, you park it into USDT. Remember, USDT, of course, is tethered. It's tethered to something, i.e. it's a stable coin. It doesn't move up and down. It does sometimes.
That's what tethered means. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, that's what tethered means.
That's cool. All right, so we have some new ones. We have VeChain is number one that we have that is down 27%.
That's a good one. VeChain is a really good one. I've been holding this for a very, very long time. It has been disappointing in the past, but finally in this bull market, it has actually gone up. And that's a way of tracking. They have amazing joint ventures all over China, which of course is a huge product. It's getting more country, and it's getting much more international. So VeChain is a good one. And look at that, down 27%. But again, down here was a lot more. But anyway, if we see it now, it's at minus 27%.
Yeah, which is good. And we have some other ones. We have Zcash, a privacy coin.
Yes.
Which is also doing well. I think it's an interesting project worth getting into. I think we'll make 50%, 100% on these.
I picked this up quite a while ago because Zcash featured in Gemini, the two Winklevoss twins of, the Facebook people, the ones that Mark Zuckerberg apparently stole the idea from, the Winklevoss twins. Gemini is their platform. Twins, Gemini, get it? And they were very, very, they weren't adding a lot at all because it was basically a fiat exchange. Now they keep adding, they're turning into a crypto exchange.
Yeah.
But Zcash was like only the third or fourth one that they'd actually put on there. So I bought some a long time ago. For you guys, it's down. Look at this. It went down a lot more, but it's now down 25%. Let's hope it comes down more so you can get even more. But don't wait for it to come down. Do your own research. If you like this coin, then it's down 25% from a recent high.
Yeah, and the last one is BAT, Basic Attention Token, also a good one.
What is there not to like about BAT? It's everybody's favorite browser. So it basically has the Brave browser, which is really good because you can choose not to watch advertising. But if you do, they will actually pay you in tokens because they realize that we are the most important thing, the users, us. Where would Facebook be if we weren't using Facebook? So every time we upload something, every time we like something, every time we watch some advertisement on YouTube, Facebook, etc., we should get coins, that or tokens. That is what the crypto world does. And of course, as the entire company grows in value, as Netflix does, imagine getting a token every time you watch a film. How many would you have, right? Every time, Facebook and whatever. And they're worth billions, and we should have got all of these little tiny tokens every time we used it, which would be worth more and more and more as the company. Money shouldn't just go to Mark Zuckerberg of Facebook. It should come to us. That is what this is on offer here with BAT. Okay, down 27%.
Yeah, almost like you got paid by them. By advertisement.
We have a new sponsor. No, we don't.
Yeah, exactly. No, but this was all for the crypto information this week. We do expect the markets to continue higher as well here.
We're not going to look at Solana. We're not going to look at Solana.
No, it's just going higher. There's not much to, but we can next
Solana
time.
is a powerhouse of a blockchain. It's supposed to be the fastest blockchain out there, and it's just going higher and higher and higher. We've only got one position in it.
Yeah.
Trying to get in again, it just keeps going higher.
Patience is the leading word today.
All right, Dennis, we're going to move into our value cost averaging strategy with investing. What happened since last week?
Yeah, and I must say, it's this is very exciting. I think stocks is the way to go, guys. It's Zillow Group, and let's leave cryptos behind. So now we're up a whooping 7%.
I think you are downplaying this. 7% in stocks is good in 1 week. It's absolutely good.
It is really good. Yeah, see if you got in. Well done. It looks to be going higher even. We're aiming for 15-20%.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, which one's next?
Next up is Coin.
Yes,
Coinbase.
we just talked about Coin. This is amazing. Down 22. That's where we got in first. Let's see what happened.
Yeah, down 32%.
Yes. So hopefully you were monitoring it and you managed to get in again, maybe with a little bit more money as well. So that is good. I actually didn't. I've been sleeping on this, so I need to get in today, and which is a shame because it went down a lot more, right? Ay.
Yeah, but you might get the chance again. But we're down 32%, so now is the time to get in.
I'm going in today. Yeah, for sure.
Very good, very good.
Right.
So those are the two from last week. We have also, if you're looking at Apple, we're up 15% on that. We are waiting. Not much have happened since last week. It was up 15% then as well. Have a stop loss below and waiting for 20% potentially, but just keep an eye on it.
Okay, let's see
We're
what
doing
happens
well
there.
on it.
Do we have any new ones, Dennis?
We do. The first one we do have is PAGS.
Seguro.
So this is an interesting one. It is in was in 25 hedge funds portfolios among others, but they have kind of financial technical solutions and services for consumers and entrepreneurs basically, and they've done really well over the pandemic, obviously, because they're completely digital. We've been speaking about these kind of companies before. They have a card-based and mobile payment solution, which is actually performing really well. They have had a big influx of new clients, and it has really good fundamentals, to be honest.
It's really interesting how in a pandemic, some companies they absolutely suffer, and other companies make an absolute fortune. But the stock price has come down a lot. Is that because they're going to do not as well during the pandemic?
No.
After the pandemic?
Maybe, but I just think it's volatile. It's volatility. I don't think there's any particular reason here.
We love volatility. You must remember, people out there, they hate volatility. When somebody says, good evening, like in the news, they say the markets were very volatile today. Down 1.5%. This is how they talk. Oh, down 1 point. What do I want with down 1.5%? I want to get in at minus 24. Let's go already.
Yeah, and that's the reason we love cryptos. We forget about if it's going to be the future or not. I mean, it's so volatile. It goes down 45% and then next week up 100%.
But that's important. That second part, that going down is one thing, but it has to come back up, right? Okay, so Paseguro, we're looking at getting in on this one here. All right, and we have one more, I believe.
Yeah, we do. We have Alibaba Group as well.
Alibaba.
Yeah, there's a big they have a huge network. They have loads of blockchain patents, so they're in that space as well. I think
it's quite a big cap though, and it does take a long time. Down here, so look at this: December, January, February, March. So yeah, this is one to get into. But look, on VCA, we always say the investing we're in for months to years. Yeah. So this could take quite a few months to come back up. But Alibaba Group, that is a good one.
Yeah, but it's safer, I think, cryptos in a way to invest. And if you just hold your money in the bank, nothing will ever happen, right? So yeah, it takes a bit of time, but compare it to have your money in the bank for a year. That's fun, right? Yeah, I know John, he showed me something there. He had, I think, what was it? Maybe 10 grand in the account, and
which account? Bank account?
Yeah, just a bank account, savings account. And by the end of the year, he got a paper that said how much interest he got. I think it was 4 cents or something like that.
Yeah, it was 4 pence. He
got
4 pence.
Yeah.
It wasn't even. I think it was a lot less than that. It was just like, this is what I get. He's now put all his money into stocks
and that was taxable, by the way, as well. So don't forget that it's important to pay tax. So just to give you a comparison, right? So yeah, it takes a bit of time, but so what? It's way better than the bank.
Honestly, this is what everyone's doing out there. They're keeping their money in the bank really safe.
Very safe.
But look at this. If you do your research on companies like Alibaba Group, it's a blue chip company, right? For it to be down this much, that's when people get scared, right? That's when we get greedy. So that's the opposite. We learn from people like Warren Buffett.
Yeah.
Learn from billionaires. Do not learn from bankers. Do not learn from bankers.
Yeah, which is great, because now we're talking about getting into Solana, which is up. We just talked about it. It's like crypto. It's up like 4,500%, or is it 45,000%?
Yeah, 45,000%.
Yeah, we're talking. Now we're gonna get in. It's like it's a whole nother ball game. It's insane.
Absolutely. Alrighty. So that's this one here, and let's see what happens this time next week. We're looking forward to that. All right, so let's have a look at the results that we have been having. So from the 27th of April, well, nothing has really happened with Buffalo because we haven't taken any profits. However, we are up on positions, and we could put 3 or 4% on that total portfolio, but we haven't taken those out yet. What about the VCA? We're still on 320% on money invested since we started.
However, we're up 15% on Apple, so it could be added, but we're waiting, right? We're not just want to take them out, we're waiting.
Because it could go up another 5, 6, 7, 8, 9%, right? Cryptos, CCA 390% on money invested. VCA is doing well, you know. VCA is doing really well.
Yeah, VCA is doing really well.
I mean, if you think about it.
Yeah, but the
well.
difference is, of course, when we take the VCA out, we take all the money out, the 20%. But on CCA, we just take 20% out and let the rest run.
Right. If we were going to take it all out now, we would have a lot more in there.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. And the small cap, well, we had some cake.
Yeah, we had some cake.
Was it good?
It was really good. Yeah, they're doing really well.
That's awesome. So 980 on money invested there. So if you want these kind of results, please make sure that you do comment below and say, I want the strategies, and we will direct message you. Well, I hope you enjoyed the trades of the week. Please do make sure that you comment below whether you either agree or disagree with any of our picks. You know, for example, Netflix, CRM. What about cryptos, the VET, Zcash, BAT? Are you going to go into Solana, or is it too high right now, which it might be because it was like at $1, now it's at like 48. So that's like, wow, that's cryptos for you. So let us know whether you're going to get in any of these, and if you want to have these kind of results as well, please do comment below. Let's get a discussion going. Also, do like this video, and more importantly, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss out on what myself and Dennis are looking at on a weekly basis. Remember, use us as a springboard, and during the week, please make sure that you do follow along, because when something falls, we carry on trading it. So make sure you do that as well. Go ahead and subscribe now.